you can tell me all you want, and I believe you. Like, the most likely outcome is LeBron's on the Lakers this year, but it doesn't seem like anybody can get it to 100%,
no.
right? Like, there's still something hanging out there. And when you hear Windy, who earlier in the week was pretty solid on that's where he's going to be, leave the door open a little bit. What do you think? Do you start imagining him on other teams?
Yeah, of course you do.
Which one?
You have to. Well, first of all, when again, I go back to the statement that Rich Paul said when he talked about wanting to have a team that can compete for a championship, when he wants to play for a championship. And as Windy said, it's only 1 year right now. So this could be a farewell tour. So put all that stuff together, and you have to think, where is the fastest, easiest path to the NBA Finals for LeBron James? It's the place he has avoided his entire career. That's right, everybody. It's right here in New York.
Oh, boy.
I want to see, I dare him, I double dog dare him. Like, if you really, really believe in all the words you're saying right there, the one place that you know you could go, all you have to do is say it. Sing it if you want, like Sinatra. New York, New York. If he does that, that's a gigantic narrative that you know he loves. They all love that. Like, they love being part of the story. And it's a place that you could say, if he comes here, there is a path to the NBA Finals. And let me remind everybody, this New York franchise, the Knicks, more than a half century since they won a championship. He has 4. He's not going to catch Michael Jordan with 6, right? But a lot of people think if you win 1 here, it's like equal to 2. So just think about that. If you want the best story possible, because I'm all about the story, LeBron to New York is the best story.
This is what I'm talking about. Why did it take you till Thursday to get here? We've been sitting here all week listening to voices of reason.
Yeah,
What do you think?
that's right.
What do you think about Allen?
I mean, look, as much as a Knicks to LeBron to the Knicks story would be fun, it is very difficult to see it happening for a variety of reasons. One, LeBron has no trade clause, so you have to make a deal that satisfies LeBron and the Knicks and the Lakers. That's going to be difficult to do on many levels. 2, again, I will remind everyone, LeBron James could have been a free agent and chose to play for any of the 30 NBA teams, and he opted into his $52.6 million contract.
$2 million.
That is correct. He wanted to get his $52.6 million. Once you take the money, though, it makes it very difficult to get him anywhere, let alone to a Knicks team that is right up against the second apron. They can't take on extra money. It's very hard to move stuff around. So, as much as it would be fun to happen, I do not see it happening with LeBron.
Difficult, Bobby, but if LeBron were to make it known that he wanted to do something like this, if we're living in the world that Alan Hahn has beautifully created for us here, where LeBron wants to go to New York and
have some fun.
let the Lakers know, how would that possibly work?
Well, who invited Alan to the show?
Me.
We were smooth sailing the first 3 days here. No, I'm kidding, Alan. Listen, I would say it's a lot easier to do this in the offseason than during the regular season because rosters are expanded to 21 right now, and certainly something like this would be complicated because of all the moving parts. I would say this, anything is possible in the CBA. You just have to be creative and you have to expand it. But when you're looking at the Knicks roster, really the only player that works would be Karl-Anthony Towns. Because when you're looking at everyone else, you get into all these complicated CBA rules, whether it be aggregating contracts and the Lakers' inability to take back more money because they're hard capped at the first apron here. So when you look at all those semantics, really it's just Towns or I know, Alan. I know.
It used to be fun. You could make trades. It was all possible, but you're right. The rules do.
But look,
make it
here's the one thing that I keep on going back to that Rich Paul statement on Monday, and in that statement it said to win a championship, right? The trade market, and I know I said on Monday that there was no market for him, and I say that there's no market for him because I go back to that statement. If you're going to make a trade, you are trading away 2 or 3 core pieces of your roster. And what that roster looks like right now is going to be awfully different with a LeBron James on your roster. It's probably going to be even more diminished than what it currently is.
If the goal was truly to win a championship, he wouldn't have opted into his contract. Because he is winning a championship with the Lakers, and it's very difficult to get LeBron off the Lakers to a team where he can win a championship.
And let me quickly be clear.
I want to get McMahon in.
I just want to be clear here, but what I'm saying is really more about LeBron and less about the Knicks. It's not the Knicks pursuing him. It's LeBron saying, if I want to go somewhere, that's the place I want to go, and I'd be curious to see if you would ever do that.
McMahon, you agree with that? Like, if LeBron did want to go somewhere to win a championship, do the Knicks make sense?
I mean, easiest path is to go east, so it makes sense. Knicks, we could talk about Cavs if we want to continue to kind of live in fairy tale land. But Bontemps, as much as it pains me to say it, is right. LeBron opted in. When he did that, he prioritized finances, $52.6 million, over flexibility. Now, maybe he's going to get to a point where he says, I got my cake and I want to eat it too. Give me a buyout so I can go wherever the hell I want. I would say, why would the Lakers give him a $50 million, whatever it ends up being in the negotiations, going away present? I think it's probably going to require a buyout for any of these scenarios to be realistic possibilities, just because why would you give up a guy like Karl Anthony Towns, part of your foundation moving forward, for what probably is going to be a ring-chasing retirement tour?
That's right. He's right. If you put LeBron on the Knicks as currently constructed, sure, it makes a lot of sense. But that's not, if there was a trade, that's not what would be happening. So yes, we will continue to live in this fantasy world, I promise you, because it is fun, to Alan Hahn's point. But we're going to talk about another New York team. A month after the stunning firing of Coach Tom Thibodeau, the Knicks appear ready to hire his replacement. According to ESPN's Sharpe, New York expected to hire two-time Coach of the Year Mike Brown. He's a coach who has a history of elevating teams in his first year. He's had at least an 8-win improvement in his first season in 3 of his 4 head coaching gigs, including an 18-win improvement in his first year with the Sacramento Kings just 2 years ago. Now, the Knicks won 51 games last season, so an 8-game improvement would be a pretty awesome season. Alan, you're very familiar, obviously, with this Knicks team. Is this the right hire for them?
Well, it's the right hire for right now, because you needed somebody with experience. You needed somebody that has coached at a high level, has coached star players, has had success. He has a resume. All those things are very important for the Knicks right now, because what he walks into is the expectations of not just having a good season. The expectation is, especially when you look at the landscape of the East and how things have changed since the Knicks were eliminated from the Eastern Conference Finals, is that it's no longer about, hey, just do the same thing they've done, which is back-to-back 50-win seasons, reach the Eastern Conference Finals. Now it's more. Now, to me, the expectation is the NBA Finals. And can Mike Brown deliver? Of all the coaches that they talked to, he was the guy with the resume and experience to do that.
Right, that's right. The expectation is the NBA Finals, and his expectation is NBA Finals right away.
Yes.
Bobby, is this, I mean, the pressure on this new coach that the Knicks have hired to deliver a championship in short order, what do you make of the hire?
Well, I like the hire, and I hope Knicks fans look at the whole body of work of Mike Brown and not how it ended in Sacramento there, as far as a guy who won Coach of the Year with the Kings, won Coach of the Year with Cleveland, was on that Golden State staff that won multiple championships here, and he is certainly established here. It is a rarity where you walk into a situation where it's a win-now team that has championship goals, usually